Hi, welcome back to the lesson 4. In this lesson, we are learning about functions in C++. In previous videos, we learned about the basic syntax of functions in C++ and learned about the concept of pass by value and pass by reference. In this lecture, we are going to look at the arrays in function and how we can perform some operations on the array received in function and how can we alter the data within array using function. Let's have a look. So before we start and dive into the example, make sure that you have watched the previous two videos or you know about the arrays concepts and functions concept before as well. Okay, let's demonstrate the example within the code blocks window. Alright, so welcome to the code blocks window. So now let's demonstrate the simple example of printing of an array, which will show us that how we can send the data of an array to a function. Okay, so let's demonstrate. So for example, I have an array of integer array of some size with the data 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we already know that how to find the size of an array, so I'll just quickly do it. And size of integer. So what it does is that it calculates the whole size of an array divided by the data type, so it gives us the length of an array. Okay, so if the size of an array is 20, which means it has got 5 variables, so 20 divided by 4 is equals to 5. Is it 5? 4 times 5 is 20. Yes, it is 5. Okay, now let's have a look. Let's design a function. Void, because we are returning nothing, and we will just simply print the function, so we will have a print function. What we will receive is integer array and we will receive the integer size. Okay, now when you receive the integer array and integer size, what you will do is for loop integer I is equals to 0 because the index starts from 0, I is less than or equals to size of an array and I plus plus. And what we are designing is a print function, so simply we will write here is cout array I and del, and this is our function. So what will happen here is that it will receive the array and the size of it, and then we will iterate over the all elements of an array and we will print them out. Now in main function, calling a function, so just simply call the function. We have to pass two arguments. One is the array name and another is size of an array. Okay, so now let's see will it work or not. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 3, 6. What is this 5, 3, 6? Are we printing something else or not? Okay, there is some issue going on here. Print array. We have endel. Let's do it again. 418. So we are printing some raw data, and the reason for it is that we are using equal symbol, and the index is always less than the size of an array. So we have discussed this in detail in our array section, so you should watch that. Okay, now we have a good output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is how you can send the data of an array to a function and print them out. Let's say you want to change the data in array, and instead of returning the whole array and receiving the whole array, there is a fast way and there is a fast approach to doing it. Okay, so how we can do it? We can do it with the help of reference. Okay, whenever we are sending an array, we already know that this array is equals to and RR. We study already this in our previous lectures, so I guess you guys have the idea about it. So whenever we are sending the array, so we are actually sending the reference of an array. So let's just print out, design a print function, or let's say we want to change the data within array. So for example, for simplicity, I will say that I'll suppose that I'll just multiply the whole array by number 3. So we will say void multiply, okay, multiply receive integer array and integer size, okay, and we will have this. Now let's say for integer I is equals to 0, I is less than size of an array, and I plus plus. Now what we will do is that each element within the array will be equals to the new element, the new value of it, which will be every element multiplied by 3. Okay, so now we have got everything right. Okay, so we have a print function, we have a multiply function. So first of all, we will print an array without changing it. So I'll print a message that C out before and okay, and we will say C out after backslash n to have a to move to next line, and okay, we got everything, and then we will multiply each and everything. So we will multiply function is here, we will send array. Are we not receiving? Yes, will send array, and we will send the size of an array. Okay, and then we will print out the message. What will be the message? Which will be array and the size of it. Okay, let's hope for the best. Okay, so first of all, let's have a look. So first we print out the initial array, which we initialized with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now after that, we designed a function in which each element of an array was multiplied with the number 3. So this is 3 times 1, 1, 3 times 2 is 6, and 3 times 3 is 9, and 12, and 15. So this shows that we have altered the data. We have changed the data within the array without even returning the values. The reason for that is that always we are receiving the reference, and we have already discussed in depth when we were discussing about pass by values and pass by reference, is that when we have the reference of something, we have the address of that memory allocation. So when we change something at the address, that change is seen in the main variable as well. So the change in array take place here, so it is seen within the main array as well. Okay, so this was it for our understanding that how we can change data and how we can perform different kind of operations with array. So I hope you got the basic idea of arrays within the function with this simple example. So in the next video, we will be looking at another topic regarding the concept of array. So I'll meet you guys there.